Alright, let's take a look at the second solo in Crossroads. This one is the one that everybody kind of recognizes as being one of the greatest solos ever written. And there's a lot of notes in it, so I hope you'll stay with me throughout it. Alright, so let's take a look at it. This one as well starts with an open string, 5th string. And then we have some bending going on up here. We're going to be bending at the 19th fret on the 3rd string. And then while you're doing that bend, you're going to have your 17th fret being played with your first finger on the 2nd string. And then you're going to have that finger, that 17, be barred across the 1st and 2nd string, because after the first run of picking that 2nd string, when he does the bend again, he starts including the 1st string in there as well. Alright, it creates this kind of very exciting sound. Then we make it to a bend at the 20th fret on the 2nd string. And then we have 17 on the 1st, 20 on the 2nd, then a pre-bend. You're going to bend the 19th fret on the 3rd string up a whole step before you pick it. Then lower it. Then pick 17 on the 3rd, 19 on the 3rd, down to 19 on the 4th. Then we're going to go 17, 18 on the 3rd string. Then a roll across 17, the 2nd, 1st string. Pull off from 20 to 17 on the 2nd string. Then 19 on the 3rd. Then 17 on the 3rd, and then 19 on the 4th. So we have this. You reach your 3rd finger up here, the 20th fret on the 1st string, full step bend, come back down and pick it without being bent, 20 again, hammer pull from the 17 to the 20, hammer on the 20, pull back off 17, and then come over and grab the 20 on the 2nd string, back to the 17 on the 1st string, and then a full step bend on the 20th on the the 2nd string. So we have this. Then we have that little lick again where we go 17, 20, full bend, pre-bend, down to the 17. And then we do, from there, 19 on the 3rd, then 19 on the 4th, 17, 19 on the 3rd, then 17 on the 2nd string, and 19 on the 3rd, and the 17 on the 3rd string with some vibrato. So we got this. Alright, and then we're going to do this little thing where we're going to hold the 17th fret bar across the 3rd and 4th strings. And while we do that, we're going to be hammering on the 19th fret on the 4th string. So we're holding the 3rd and 4th strings with the 1st finger, 17th fret, hammering on 19th. You just keep doing that over and over again. You can maybe sometimes hit the chord after you get there. Then you're going to come down after a few of those and do a hammer from 17 to 19, but this time on the 5th string. And then you come back to the 17s and do the same thing we were doing before. And then you just do that once though, and then do a full bar across the 19th fret on the 3rd and 4th strings, and then back to the 17. So I hold both of them as 19. So after that little, then we're going to hit an open string, 5th string open. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing we did at the beginning of the solo, bending the 19th fret up a whole step, and then hitting 17 while you're doing that. You're going to do that twice. And then we're going to do this little figure. All right, so after this little, all right, we're going to take a 20 to pull off the 17 on the second string, play 19 on the third, then 17 on the second. Come over to the 17 on the third string, do a quick hammer pull from the 19 at the 19. So he's going to hammer on 19, pull off back to 17. Play 19 on the fourth string. Do a whole step bend on the 20 on the second string and release it. Then play 17, 19, 17 on the third string. And then we have a pull off from 19 to 17 on the fourth string. Come over and grab the 19 on the fifth string. And then the two 17s on the third and fourth string together. Back to the 19 on the fifth string. And then that is a 17 on the second, 19, and then 17 on the first, then a full step bend of the 20 on the second string. So all together we go. All right, so that gives us kind of to the second half of the solo. We're going to have holding some more notes. So we got this whole step bend at the 20th right now. Then we're going to pick 17, 20, 17 on the first string, 20 on the second. Then do that again. But when you play the 20 the second time, bend it back up again. So we had this. And then do the 17, 20 again. Then do a quick pull off from 20 to 17. Back to 20 on the second string. So we got, all right, then we're going to do a whole step bend at the 20 on the first string. Then another bend on it, but this time just a half step bend. And then do the 17, 20. 17, 20 with a full bend again at the end of it. So all together. All right, then we're going to do this little descending run, which is going to be this. It's a cool little part. So we have 17 on the first string, then 20, 17, 20 on the second string. And then 19, 17, 19 on the third string. Then play 19 on the fourth. Then reach over to the 21st fret on the third string, do a whole step bend and release. And then do, which is 19 on the third, 17 on the second. Come back over to the third string to the 17th fret and hammer on to the 19. So we had this. Then we have this little phrase. All right, so that is just a quick hammer on, pull off the 17, 19, back to 17 on the third string. 19 on the fourth. Then we're going to have the two 17s on the second and third string, then the two 19s on the same strings. Then we're going to quick pull off from 19 back to 17 on the third string. Pick 19 twice on the fourth string, so we get this. then go 17, 19 on the 3rd string, and end it with the 19 on the 4th string. And then we do this little phrase, which is just hammer on 17 to 18 on the 3rd, then grab 17 on the 2nd string, and then grab 19 on the 3rd string, and then go back to that 17 on the 2nd string. And then back to the hammering on from the 17 to 18 along with the 17 on the 2nd string. So we have, All right, then we're going to do this little lick. And that is just quick pull off from 19 to 17 on the 4th string, down to the 5th string, 19th fret. Then 17, 19 on the 4th. Then grab 17 on the 3rd string, heavy vibrato. And then grab that 19 really quick at the 4th string. So we get this. Then we have this little repetitive figure, which we do 4 times. We're going to do pull off from 20 to 17 on the 2nd string, and then grab 19 on the 3rd. Now do that 4 times. And then do a whole step bend on that 20. All right, and then we have that same lick we did towards the beginning. So that's just that 17 first, 20, 17 on the 2nd, pre-bend whole step of the 19th on the 3rd string again, 17, pull off 19 to 17 on the 3rd, pick 19 twice on the 4th string, and then pick 17, a little slight bend on it, then come down and do the pull off again from the 19 to 17, but on the 4th string this time, and then over to the 19 on the 5th. Now we're back to doing that kind of thing. We're doing the 2 17s on the middle strings, and then bringing down the 19th fret 4th string. Every once in a while he'll actually play both of the 19s on those tunes. Just do whatever you feel comfortable. Then we're going to come over to the 2nd and 3rd string. Now he's bending, he's hitting those 2 17s, and then he's getting to these 19s across the 2nd and 3rd string. You can do this with 1 finger, or you can do this with 2 fingers. You're basically bending them both downwards, hitting them flat once, and then bending them up. Do it 4 times, and then we're going to do, it's basically, you're doing the same movement in the left hand, but except you're picking each string one after the other. So we got them all together first. This kind of creates a lot of tension. All right, and then after that, we do 19, 17, and then pull off again for that 19 to 17 on the 4th string, and then 19 on the 5th string. Then we're back to this this hammer onto the 19th fret from the 2 17s, 19th fret on the 4th string there. You're going to do that 3 times. Then we're going to pick a cross. We're going to go 19 on the 4th, 17 on this 3rd, 17 on the 2nd. And we're going to do that lick that we did earlier, which was the pull off from the 20 to 17 down to the 19 on the 3rd. Do that twice. Then do a whole step bend at the 20th fret. All right. So now we kind of dig into some classic blues licks. All right, so that's just basically this. 17 on the first, 20 on the second, 17 on the second, back to the 20th on the second, and bend it up a whole step. We're going to do that lick again, but we're going to leave out the 17 on the first string this time. Then we're going to do the lick again, but put the 17 back in it. So we have this. Slower. All right, then we have that descending pentatonic lick again, that the 17 on the first, 20, 17 on the second. And then we're going to, instead of doing a pre-bend this time on the 19, we're going to pick it, bend it up a whole step, and then bend it back down. Like that. Then down to 17, then 19 on the fourth string, roll back over and play 19, 17 on the third string. So we have, then pull off, 19, 17 on the fourth, back to the 19. And then we're going to do that little hammer on, 17 to 18. Roll from 17 to 17 across from the second to the first string. Pull off 20 to 17. 19 on the third. And 17 on the second. And then do a quick little hammer pull, 17 to 19. All right, so from here we get... Sorry. Then we're going to grab this 19 on the fourth to end that little phrase. Now we have this last phrase in the song. All right, so let's take a look at that. We have 19 bend twice. Then we go, this is all on the first string. Then 17 on the first string, 19 on the first string, back to 19 on the second, 17 on the first, back to 19 on the second, 17 on the first twice, back to 19 on the second, and then do a whole step bend on that 19 on the first string. So we have this. One more time. All right, then we're going to have this. And that is 17 on the second string, whole step bend now on the 20th fret on the first string, then pick 20, not bent, do a hammer on, then pull off, 17 to 20, pull back off to 17, 20 on the second string now, and back to the 17th on the first string. Lots of vibrato. And then we have a whole step bend at the 20. And we have this last lick now to end the solo. And we have 17 on the first. This is kind of similar to what we've done before. 17 on the first, 20, 17 on the second. The pre-bend, bent whole step at the 19 on the third. Release it. 17. Pull off 19 to 17 now on the third string. Come and play 19 on the fourth. And then end this. Hammer on 17 to 18. 17 on the second string. And then reach over and grab the 19 on the fifth string. So we had this. All right, so that's a lot of notes. You may want to slowly go through that, maybe write it out. Just so you can help you memorize it. But but get it down. It's a classic solo. Every guitar player should know it. It's really cool. All right, so I hope you guys had fun with this, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.